A year and a half ago, we commenced a 3-year partnership with the organisation Hagar. Focusing on the Yen Bai province of Vietnam, we have been working with Hagar and the local Yen Bai Women's Union on an animal bank program. And the purpose of this program is to empower the women within these communities to develop sustainable economic stability for their families. The way the program works is that each woman is given 2 animals. They can either be pigs or they can be goats. They are taught how to care for these animals, how to breed the animals, and how to build an economically viable business for their family to supplement their income. Once those animals breed, then the women give those 2 animals back to the animal bank, and those animals are then handed on to another woman to start her journey. The Yen Bai Women's Union and Hagar wrap their arms around these women and they teach them how to care for the animals, they teach them how to breed them, how to look after them in a sustainable way for their family, while also teaching them about healthy relationships and empowering them to make decisions within their families and shifting the family dynamic to give them more of a say within their family and a bigger role, which is really, really important. So they are understanding the pitfalls and the traps in terms of trafficking, and by giving these women an additional source of income, we know that when you alleviate poverty, you alleviate the risk of trafficking. These women have been so open and willing to learn, to create new skills and experiences for their families and use what they have learned to make a difference for their future. And this program, whilst giving them this additional source of income, is going to enable them to use these funds for education, for other purposes that are really going to help their children thrive. Okay, we are nearly 2 hours into our car ride on our way to visit the wonderful women in Yen Bai, and we've got our friends from Hagar in the car with us, and Emily Bell, Michael Kyoto, and unfortunately the weather's not cooperating with us, but we are hoping we're still a few hours away, so we might it might clear. Can I show you outside? So we've been walking, we're right up in the clouds actually. We've been walking along for about 10 minutes on this dirt track. We're high up in the mountains, and we're coming to visit the first family, a beautiful lady by the name of Zha. And we're going to visit her and her family and to see the animals that she's been raising. And we have a beautiful little gift that we've prepared for her and her family, along with some blends that our corporate team made a few weeks before. So we're going to gift those to the family, and we're really excited to see what she's learnt and how the Animal Bank program has been impacting her life. So let's go. What you'll notice is that we have protected the identities of these beautiful women as they share their stories with us. We hope these stories bring you the joy that we have experienced over the last few days. And we are so grateful to be able to bring these stories to you, and thank you for all the contributions that you have made to the Healing Hands Foundation to enable us to directly impact the lives of people in need. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for welcoming us to your home.
Cảm ơn chị đã chào đón bọn em vào ngôi nhà của mình.
My name is Caro. I'll show you how you translate Caro. It's nice.
Chị tên là Carol.
Yeah, very good, very good. It's so nice to meet you. Tell us about how you got involved in the Animal Bank program.
I first heard about the program in a village meeting. The Yên Bái Women's Union worked with the village to introduce me to the program.
And what animal did she get given?
When I first got accepted into the Animal Bank program, I was given 2 goats. I received training on animal husbandry techniques, learned how to properly raise the goats through outreach programs. I felt nervous at the beginning, but it all became very easy.
And are there any babies?
Baby of her.
Baby goats?
Đến thời điểm hiện tại thì đã có dê con ở chưa?
I also understand that this is a sharing project, and since the goats have given birth to the second litter, I plan to share the first litter with another family. Currently, there are a total of 5 baby goats from the 2 litters.
That's wonderful, because that way we can then help even more women. That's fantastic. And what's your favourite thing that you've learnt from the program?
What I really like about the program is that it helps both me and my family. I also enjoyed getting involved, learning new stuff, and having access to breeding stock that supports us financially and helps us get out of poverty.
Fantastic. And do your girls like helping with the goats?
Your girls?
Her daughters?
The kids really love the goats. They always carry the baby goats with them, help us with feeding and herding the goats.
Fantastic. Awesome. So probably my last question is, has your life changed at all since you started participating in the program?
I've picked up a lot of useful information and skills from this program. Once the goats were given to us, we were able to breed them. I've been able to sell some to earn extra money. This has helped me buy better clothes for my kids, give them improved care, and support their education. This also helped setting up a more stable and secure future for our family. The support we get now will make a real difference in our lives going forward. I'm very grateful for the support from the program. With the goats provided, my husband and I have more work to focus on, which has also reduced our arguments and disagreements. My husband is more supportive now. Thank you to the donors for providing the goats, which has given our family additional work and improved our financial situation. With the goats, we can now breed and sell to support our family financially, which has also helped us avoid conflicts over money. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the program.
Wonderful. Well, we have a gift. Have you got it on your shoulder? Oh, we've got a gift. This is for you to say, and your girls, and your husband to say thank you for having us in your home. That's you. Thank you. So, Tell me a little bit about how the Yen Bai Women's Union supports the women as they go into the Animal Bank program.
The Yen Bai Women's Union, through Hagar International in Vietnam, has mobilized programs and projects to support women in difficult circumstances, including those who have returned after being trafficked, women at risk of violence, and victims of domestic violence.
Và phụ nữ bị bạo lực trong gia đình.
And how do you identify the women that you select to go on the program?
The selection process involves coordination with various government departments and branches of the Yen Bai Women's Union. This system operates from the provincial level down to districts, communes, and villages, with the village level having its own women's union branch.
Fantastic. And once you identify the women, how long does it take to get them on the program? Is it, you meet with them and talk to them about whether they'd like to be involved?
Once the women are identified, the process of getting them into the program is efficient. The Yen Bai Women's Union collaborates with Hagar International to draft the project proposal, which is then submitted to the Provincial People's Committee for approval. This approval process takes about 20 working days. Following approval, the program is implemented directly.
Tell me some of the differences that you've seen in the community as a result of the program so far.
Trước và sau dự án thì thứ nhất là người dân được.
First, women have been equipped with knowledge, so they are more open, feel more fortunate, happier, and more positive about the project implementation. Initially, they were hesitant about the project, worried they couldn't do it, and fear that the animals would be difficult to raise. However, by this point, we can evaluate the project as very successful.
Mà đến nửa dự án thì đến thời điểm này có thể đánh giá là đã rất là thành công.
Over 60% of the population in this region are living below the poverty line.
Right, 60%?
Yeah.
That's
so
incredible.
It's the highest in the region.
Yeah.
It's highest in the country, really.
Yeah.
And also its proximity to some of the borders. What that does is it increases people's risks and vulnerability to being trafficked across borders.
Right.
Also, the mountainous nature of the region makes it more remote, makes it more difficult for local authorities to control what's happening in the region, in the area.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit of a melting pot of a whole bunch of factors that kind of come together to make a situation far more dangerous for a woman or a young child.
Yeah. We're trying to chase these pigs up the hill, but I think they can run faster than I can. But come down here. We're now right at the top of the village where we stayed last night, and we're meeting another beautiful family. This time they were given 2 pigs, and the pigs have had babies. So we had 6 babies. One of them didn't make it, unfortunately, but they've been breeding animals over the last year, and now they have 2 pigs that are ready to be handed back to the animal bank. So this afternoon, they're actually going to be handing those over to another woman who's ready to start her animal bank program. Thank you for having us at your home today. Can you tell us about how you got involved with the animal bank program?
My family heard about the program from the village and commune. They encouraged me to sign up, hoping it would help us financially and support our kids' education.
And did they decide on pigs or goats, or who decided? Did they make that decision?
Yeah.
We chose to raise pigs because they suited our family's needs.
And in terms of then handing on the next pigs to the next women, can you ask them a little bit about what that means to be able to hand those animals back to the animal bank?
Yeah. he firstly said that he understands the model of the project is mean not just taking, just receiving, but also sharing and give back to other people, other house in his community, because he is not. Then we will not only be the one who get help, but also the value and the meaning. The good meaning can be shared to the community. In the word Vietnam is san sẻ. You know, is that word that mean give a little bit, take a little bit from yourself and give it to another person.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So he understands the meaning, that meaning, and so that's why he agreed to be part of the project, and also willing to give back.
That's
a
wonderful.
little bit of his effort.
That's
and so
wonderful.
all of the other neighbor, his neighbor, can then get a little bit beginning support to further continue to develop it.
Wonderful. I feel like there's little piglets running down the hill behind us. There was lots of action, was there?
Actually,
They came down for a feed, did they?
trẻ con thì không cần vào, chỉ cần vợ chồng để.
Breakfast time. It's great to see them working together, side by side on this. We're about to see the pigs arrive at their new home.
So Carol, we're here in the mountains in the north of Vietnam. It's been an amazing week, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I think when you reflect on what we've experienced, we've spent a lot of our time up here in the mountains in the clouds, and to see and experience this way of life is quite an incredible thing to do, and really humbling to witness the impact that the Animal Bank program has had on the lives of the women that we've met along the way.
Yeah, no, we feel so grateful, don't we?
Yeah.
Because we've been really visiting families that through the Animal Bank program, you know, it's changed their lives. And you know what I liked the most was actually how now in phase 2, where they're passing animals to another family, which we witnessed yesterday, it's how they feel so wonderful about that. It was like helping the community, helping someone else. And every time we asked them what they liked the most about the program, a lot of them said that was this phase, which is, you know, amazing how the full cycle, you know, is happening.
I think one of the things that really stood out to me was the fact that the animals were really supplementary to the income that the family had. So it wasn't seen as the primary income, but it was there to give the women input into the family economic situation, which they didn't ordinarily have. And therefore, it gave that power to them and the confidence that they needed within their households and within their relationships. And actually hearing them talk about the dynamic shift within their marriages was quite incredible, and what they had learned about you know, the issues around trafficking, around economic empowerment, and giving them the tools and the confidence to play these roles within their families was incredible, particularly for those who, like the woman we met on the first day, who has 4 daughters. So she is becoming that role model for her girls and really helping to break the cycles of domestic violence and trafficking for the generations ahead. Sometimes this experience has pushed us a little bit out of our comfort zones too. We were climbing some pretty steep mountains, which was lots of fun. We witnessed the handover of 2 pigs to another family. and then being put into their new enclosure, and one ran for freedom
Yeah.
and succeeded.
Thankfully, we were not the one chasing the pigs. That could have been epic.
yeah.
But yeah, and just, staying with the community, discovering, we've tried interesting foods.
More you than me.
And just living with the community, sleeping, around the community and just learning about their way of living and the different minorities as well, the Thai and the Hmong minorities that are in this province, and even the way they dress is completely different and the way they live, their houses look different, everything. It's just absolutely fascinating and very humbling to see how, people live here and what makes them happy and what are they grateful for. So yeah, it's amazing.
It brings a whole new perspective to life, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. And I think for us, we feel so grateful that we've been able to send messages of thanks to all of these women and Hagar and the Women's Union in Yenbai to say thank you from all of us and our beautiful community in Australia and New Zealand who have contributed to this project, and to see that direct impact with our own eyes, and to be able to tell them that there are people that care for them and want the best for them halfway across the world is a role that we are so privileged to play and to be able to bring that story to you.